Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. I was a bad boy. Okay, first of all, we are in the first rough seas I've encountered in a while. We're getting towards the end of September. I've got 2 lines placed, and I'm going to put 2 more out. Oh, that changed. Weird. Well, maybe I'll just hold on. Maybe I'll try to set 1 more net in this area. And yeah, they are close together. Somebody was saying, hey, you won't catch much if you... The game doesn't actually calculate that. So I'm going to put 3 nets out. One thing I will say is it is really, really difficult to lay these lines straight when the boat's rocking like this. They want to go all over the place, and I've actually had to restart a couple times because I kept screwing up the lines. So, but this is the... I'm going to turn the music off for a little bit. This is the Vibeke Catherine. Now, one of the neat things about this game... Obviously, these ships have, quotas. I'm turning full, and I'm not even making any turns because the waves are so big. These ships have quotas. You can see here the cockpit is going around. Whoa! These ships do have quotas, and so what happens is at the end of the season. You actually will need to, like you might run a ship's quota up in like 3 months. You can actually go back to your other boats. Now, the problem is if you have a 3-crew ship, the crew goes back to the docks and you have to rehire them when you want to take the ship out again. But, so I found each ship has a quota on fish. Once you've filled the quotas up for each type of fish, you can no longer... you can no longer use the ship. So you just move back to one of your smaller ships, and then you can continue fishing. Less fishing, but still fishing nonetheless. Now, you ask yourself, Arthur, how did you amazingly afford the Vibeke Catherine? And, well, there's a little story behind that. So what I did was I ground the Sharkin, or Jarkin. I was grinding it, and I just kept fishing the cod and was able to very easily raise enough money to pay it off. 300,000 paid it off pretty quick because I took it was 450,000 krona, and I was able to pay that off in probably about 2 loads of fish. So that got paid off quick, and I started upgrading it and grinding it, and then after I had the ship all upgraded, the Jarkin all upgraded, I just earned money and got up to $2.1 million. Now, here's the trick with the bank in this game. If you take out a loan when you have no money, you get less money of a loan. But if you have a lot of money available, like I had $2.1 million, or $2.3 million, they actually gave me a bigger loan. So I was able to take out more money because I waited until I had $2.some million, and I was able to take out. I could have taken up to, I think it was like 7 million krona, but I took a 3 million krona loan out, so I had 5 million krona altogether. This ship's a little bit under 2, so I bought the ship, and then I used the remaining krona to fully outfit this ship with everything that it can have. So it's got the best motor, highest cargo capacity, full 3-man crew. Super good radar, and it is ready to go fish and actually make some serious money. Hoping I can pay this ship off before I hit... Man, this thing's just not steering. I'm hoping I can have the ship paid off before the first payment comes due at the end of the end of next month. The first payment should be due on October 21st. I'm hoping we've made enough money before then that I don't have to worry about it. Now, about laying nets close to each other, I found it makes no difference if you lay nets near each other or away from each other. It doesn't really matter. You can stack them pretty close without having any issues. So I'm going to go ahead and jump. The other thing, too, is when the seas are rough like this, it is really hard to keep the ship straight. It really wants to go all over the place. So anyway, yeah, like that. Now the seas are starting to the swells are starting to die down a little bit. I had to try several times to lay some of these lines. It was really difficult. That's what I'm talking about. It gets really squirrely really fast. It just does not want to go straight. So I'm going to see if I can get all 4 lines laid out here. I'm not expecting to catch a lot in the 4th line. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll hit capacity in this ship or not. We might. There goes 1 line. So we got... Do we have room for 1 more? Yeah, I could probably squeeze one over here on the left. So that's a little unrealistic. You really don't want to lay your lines so close together. But in this game, it allows you to kind of take advantage of the fishing pocket. So this is a pretty cool ship. Definitely, it looks like the front half of a regular ship. But the deck, it has 3 crew. In fact, I'll show you the crew here. We have George automatically came across, which is great because he's been a big help on the ship. Let's see where we're at. I'm still I'm too close to that other marker. I'm gonna get over here a little bit. Let's see if they'll let me do it. Lay it. Yep. Okay. There we go. And then I have two new people. These people, I had to go to this port up here in the north. The one that starts with, I think this is Forsell. I don't know. I have to go. We'll stop back at port here and we'll see. I can't remember the name of this port. It's a it's not the part. Dang it! I'm gonna get too close to the other line. Oh, no. Oh, that'll damage the net if you do that. So hopefully these will catch. We'll see. They're really close together. So she's good at cooking for the crew, and she's also good at repairing nets, I think. Or maybe she was good at freezing. I tried to pick crew members that had different strengths. So there we go. That last line is out. It's way close to the other one, but we'll see how that plays out. So we're going to go head back and head into the port once I get through these lines. It's really choppy. This boat does not do well on the chop. It's so tall. Now the rough thing that you're going to have to get used to is because this is getting to be a large vessel and kind of an awkward vessel, it really does not go nearly as fast as the Yarkin. And however you pronounce it, Sharkin, is the fastest boat that I've run across so far, in that it goes about 20 knots when it's fully upgraded and empty. Now, when you fill that thing up, it doesn't go as fast. So here we're hitting 13. That's not too bad for a ship this size. So once we get heading in here, I'm gonna let this thing run. I'm gonna get between these rocks here, and then we'll take a little tour of the boat as it heads in. I think at this point we can probably actually call this a ship. I had a guy tell me one time, he said a ship is anything that you can't put on another ship. So if you can put the boat on another ship, then it's a boat. If it's too big to put on another ship, then it's a ship. I don't know if that's like true, but that's the way that the Army or the Navy classified it when he was back in World War II, and he was a World War II vet. And so anyway, thought that was kind of funny information. You can see here, though, one of the nice things about this particular ship is that you are able to see both the map very clearly because it's huge, and our fishing lane below us there, the radar, showing us where the fish are. Another cool feature, and all the boats and ships have this. Most people, I think, miss this because they're like, you can't manage the crew from the... Yes, you can. It's right here. And this brings up the crew. So you can actually manage the crew while you're manning the ship. And so once again, I've got all the upgrades. If we look there again, we can... This ship is capable of stacking, freezing... Mater's going crazy. It is winter. We need to get out of the house. We can machine gut, and we can also net hull. So all these things are available to us because I've purchased all the upgrades for the ship. So let's go ahead and take a look around the ship's interior areas. What, John? Well, I will. I'm gonna walk around the cabin. So we have this pretty cool cabin here, like a little rest area for the crew. Hang on, John. Hang on, John. And then we can go outside, and you can walk around on the deck, upstairs, on the upper deck. You can see here we're cruising along. Actually, we're moving pretty well at 11 knots. This is what a cool shit. I really like this. This is cool. We're getting a big boat here, man. This thing's pretty big. And then we can head downstairs. I haven't made any money, by the way. This is going to be the first haul I've made with this boat, so you guys are going to be privy to that. Now, so you press that E key. Now, I've got the lights off down here, but here's the freezer, I believe. Oh, no, this is the automatic cutter. This is our table, and here we have the freezer. I need to get my butt back upstairs. I think we're getting pretty close to the other side of the shore. Yeah, I need to get in here. Make the turn. Oh, wow, that cleared up fast. So that's the lower deck, and you'd see the crew members come out and work, just like the Sharkin. We're going to change the name of this ship because it's too close to my ex-wife's name. I don't like it. I think I might be yelling in the microphone. We'll have to see here. One thing I forgot to do is let's see here. I want to go into options. I turned my volume up because I was playing downstairs. I usually keep it at about 50, so you might thinking the boat might be really loud. Sorry about that if it is. That's better. But I love the sound. This thing sounds like a real ship too, you know. So we're just going to hang out in town. I really wish they would put a fast forward time on the boat. I think it's kind of silly that they're refusing to do that. And one of the cool features about this boat is that it actually has side thrust. So we're going to get in here and get the ship into position to dock. I'm going to move forward a little bit more. So now we can start getting into a little bit more realistic docking exercise here. Whoops. Just a little fat past it. And so we're stopped, and now we're going to go ahead and put the lateral thrust on. And we're going to push ourselves into dock. Isn't that cool? Just like a real big boat, you know? Yeah, go ahead and go dock. Yes. Okay, so while we're here, it kind of sucks you in. The boat gets almost pulled over when it's being pulled into the docking procedure. So let's go ahead and go to the dock. What town is this? Okay, this is Forsell. Okay, so I was right. And I'm a sensational captain in Forsell. You're going to be sticker shocked at the gas. So 6,000 crowns of gas. My last fill up was 20,000. I'm not going to fill up right now because I don't need to. I've got plenty of gas, or diesel or whatever. Oh, that's right. There's no upgrades here. But we do want to take a look at... Oh, I can't paint it either. Dang it. I wanted to change... Can we at least change the name? Nope, they don't. So when we get back to Hammerfest, we're going to have to do that. But anyway, so let's go ahead. We're going to wait. We're going to wait for time. Wait, we need to figure out something. My first line was dropped 5 hours ago, so I need to advance time. I'm going to say 9 hours. I don't want to go too long. Wait, nope. Advance time. So we're going to go ahead 9 hours ahead. And let's go ahead and go fishing. I know I have no bait. That's okay. Yes. And we're going to go ahead and push ourselves off the dock. Get to safety. Start the rear engines back up. You can hear that thing cranking up, which is really cool. And then we're going to put that center thruster, put back to the center. And where's that C? Oh, no, wrong button. All right, so we have it back and centered. And we are underway, and we're back out to our fishing grounds. If we take a look at the map, we should see that there's plenty. Let's see here. Yep, those nets are 15 hours. Yeah, we're good. So we're going to get there a little bit early, and we're just going to end up waiting for those to go to the 20-hour mark where they're blue. But I'd rather be early than late. So there's no point, getting there late and missing the catch. I don't want to do that. So now one of the nice things is you don't have to do, if you don't want to, you don't have to do the catching anymore. I could put 2 people on the line and have them pull the fish out. The downside is they'll get, one of those people, they're going to get fatigued. And sometimes you need the fatigue for other things. So as you learn how to manage your crew, you're gonna really want to be careful, like how long they work and stuff, because otherwise you're gonna end up getting stuck for a long time. The nice thing with this ship, though, once again, I'm thinking that the 4 nets should fill the ship up all the way, but I could be wrong. But if we can freeze these fish and stuff, then we can come back to shore and sell them and then get more nets. So we'll have to see. We'll see how full the boat gets after I pull all those nets. If it's full, then I don't need to freeze them. If it's not full, then I'll need to pack them and freeze them. And that's the crew members have to do that. Though maybe you can do it too. I'm not sure. I think you might have to have a crew member to do it, though. We'll find out. First time for me too. So, all right, guys. So we'll see you in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and cruise back out to the fishing joint and hang out there and wait until the line is ready. Until it's ready, then ready to pull the lines. And we'll go from there. So see you in a couple of minutes. I gotta say, this motion that's happening in the cabin is really cool. For the first couple times we took the ships out, there were no waves at all. It was completely flat. But I was concerned that there wouldn't be high seas, but we definitely have some high sea action going on here, and I think I'm getting sick. I'm just thinking about this game. Man, it would be really cool if they added in, like, if we could get some mod community, like, if they could get a mod community going. Like, can you imagine if we had all these different fishing vessels, like, that had different capacities, different shapes and sizes? It would be really cool to have this, like, a huge selection of ships at different costs. Maybe have, like, used vessels come in to play and stuff like that. It'd be really neat. Our stuff has gone green. Another 2 hours and we should be ready to start picking these lines. I want to wait though until we're for sure that they're done, and we'll see what the capacity of the ship is. It might carry more than this, and if that's the case, well, then we'll be looking at buying more nets so that we can come out here longer. The downside is, once again, you can't fast forward time when you're in the ship, so it's going to be pretty boring, But you could, you could potentially leave some lines here and then go up here and drop lines and come back and then go back. The other thing too is my radar is much expanded now, so I probably should take a trip, and expand our fishing grounds here, because you can see these are starting to get a little bit, fished out. Though there's a nice spot developing here, but the idea is to be able to stay out at sea as long as possible without coming back into port, because that just takes time and resources. But like I said, I really begging the developers, please allow us to fast forward time in the ship. I know they're like, well, we want to create the what it's really like for a fishing boat, to be out there on the sea just waiting. But that's boring. You know what I mean? Like, we have to sit here and wait for hours, and I'm just sitting. Like, you guys are, watching the video as it's cut up into pieces, but I'm just sitting out here in the boat, like thinking about playing another game right now, because this is getting boring. So I think they just need to really consider, what they're doing. Oops. I'm gonna try to scoot away from the buoy a little bit. I'm kind of getting close here. I don't want to clobber it. That should do it. So, in the meantime, we're just going to exit the cab and wait. You see fishing vessels in real life doing this. I mean, it's not like it's not realistic to be waiting. But it just it does make it kind of boring. So, but you see off in California, if you've ever been to... Oh, did I just turn the boat on? I did. How did I do that from here? If you've ever been to California or anywhere on the ocean, honestly, Boston, somewhere where you have an ocean view, you always see, fishing boats sitting out, in the bay with their lights on, just sitting there, not doing it, not moving. They're just waiting for their nets to come due. So that is a real thing that fishermen go through. But I think in the game it would it would benefit us to be able to get past that. Wow, I'm starting to really get onto that buoy again. I need to back off. Wow, how did that happen? So we're going to thrust ourselves away. And I'll be back, folks. I'm going to let this thing get away here. Oops. Forgot that my forward thrust was on. It's a little wacky getting used to having 4 different, directions of thrust as you're going, in one direction. Oops. And we're going to shut the engines off. And wait. So I'll see you guys. Once the lines turn blue, I'll start picking these up. See you in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gents, the line is at full capacity, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a crew member. Let's see, long line hauling. Probably the guy that's worst. No, these guys they're all pretty decent at long line hauling. So, of course, George is the best because he's had the most experience with me. I'm sorry, net hauling. Wait, let's see where she's at. Net hauling. She's good at it. He's good at it. They're all good at it too, so that's good. We'll put the guy that's the weakest on net hauling. Now this guy's good at repairing the boat, so that's good. He's good at machine gutting too, which he's better than George. So maybe what we'll do is let him rest, and we'll put her on the. Let's see, who's freezing? These guys are all. I have a pretty good crew. I paid money for them, but they're decent. So let's go ahead and put her on the net haul, and I'm going to join her downstairs. So let's go into the cab and. Oh wait, yeah. I forgot how to do this. So we're gonna. Now, why isn't it giving me the go-ahead? Maybe I can't do it anymore. Maybe they don't let me... well, we'll put him on. Let's see. Yeah, you can't do it, so you have to use 2 crew members to do it. Interesting. So they have to do the net haul. Ooh, she has very little stamina. But she's got a lot of experience. So she's level 64, he's 75, and he has the most because he's level 112. Good for you, George. Good for you. Now, does that mean she's done? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Holy shoot! If they're already at capacity, I mean, I don't even need... I'm just going to have to gut these fish. I want to let them rest while we pull around and get the next one. He's got a lot of energy. So what we'll do is we'll put George up next. We're going to make a big circle here and then go on to the next line. In the meanwhile, I'm going to have her start the machine gutting. Right, who's good at machine gutting? Yeah. He's good at... It's his best skill. And he's about equivalent with George. Okay, I think I'm going to put him on the machine gutting just to... But we're only going to get 2 nets full. Okay, so that really is not... I didn't really even need to get the freezer for this because the 2-net haul, well, there's no need to freeze. So I guess, I don't know, that kind of sucks, but you live and learn. And this thing's on full capacity. This ship has... Wow, that really guts fast. That's really cool. And I think we have to wait until... we have to wait until the net haul is clear before I can start bringing more fish in, so... So I'll just let those other... I'm just going to let those nets go. I don't think they're... Well... I don't think they're worth pulling in, but maybe they are. But we got to wait till it's gutted, so we're going to wait here. This guy's doing pretty good. 600 fish an hour. Wow. We're going to make some serious jack, guys. There's going to be some big money coming in now. Once again, though, I am a little disappointed that the ship is almost full after only 1 net. Though it means that I only have to deploy 2 nets, but that's a little goofy. And once again, the freezer was unnecessary, so maybe we can, let's see, who's stacking? She's not good at stacking, he's not good at stacking, but I wonder, we're going to give, well, we can skip the freezing because we're not going to be out for more than a day. I'm disappointed. Yeah, wow. The good news is he'll be able to do this really quick. So, I mean, he's already almost a quarter, or over a quarter of the way done. That's pretty cool. So, George, let's go ahead and I'm gonna see if I can. I wonder what I can do if I'm allowed to do any of these things. So, I'm gonna shut the motor off while he's doing that, and I'm going to jump out of my seat and head downstairs. See if I can do anything. Maybe I can do stacking. Nope. Nope. I don't even know where these guys are doing their work, but they're in there somewhere doing work. So, it's pretty cool. I'm not wanted. I'm the captain of the ship now. My crew does the work. I just kind of hang out. I'm going to try to pull the next line, though. We'll see what happens. I'm going to scoot the boat away a little bit because I'm getting too close to the buoy. Shut it down. You can pretend like we need the searchlight. The searchlight goes farther than the buoy. Violet! Oh, we forgot to turn the work lights on. That'd probably be nice for the guys to be able to see what they're doing while they're working. Oops. One of the nice things I like about this ship is that the crew is protected from the elements. They actually are working inside the boat, or inside the ship, or whatever it is. How's this guy doing on health? Oh, he's not even scratched the surface of tiredness. How's he? He's really good at freezing. We don't need to, once again, we don't need to freeze though, so it's optional. I wonder if you get more money for freezing. Let's look it up in the wiki. Let's see. Fishing hooks, trawling, long line. Nope. Crew. Attributes, freezing. How good a crew member is it? Like, does that really have to be how good they are at placing fish in the freezer? Like, maybe it is. Maybe you have to like stack it or something. But it seems kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Extravagant, or I don't know. Main HUD. I don't think it doesn't tell us. I'll have to look it up. I don't know if you get a bonus for freezing. Like if there's, if there's not a bonus, it's not worth doing it because it wears one of your guys out. But that machine gutter is so cool. I'll tell you what, I've sat here for hours waiting for the fish to get gutted. This is so much faster. So it can only get better from here. Once again, though, with 2 nets, we've reached capacity, so I only need 2 nets. I'm going to get rid of the other 2. We'll see, but I think that's the way the way I'm reading this. We just got 10,000 in this one net. The other one has, we only have 6,000, so we actually could use probably one shorter line, too, that way we're not overfishing. I might pull those other lines anyway, just to get the crew, experience in doing that, And we've rocked our way away from the buoy. The sea will do that. Oh, we missed it. Expert captain skills, not. Oh well. We'll get it as we need it. I'm still it's still drifting towards it, which is making me a little crazy. Alright, shut that down. Shut her down! No, shut her down! Alright, so we're going to let these two rest. Is she all rested up? Yeah, she should be all rested up. I'm going to see if I can work with her on the long haul, or on the net hauling. That's her speciality. So let's go ahead and get her set up. And, oh, wait. That was weird. It was available and then it wasn't available. Maybe we've rocked too far out of the... Okay, now I can haul it myself. There we go. Give the crew members a break. I'm not very good at this though, but concentrate. 2. Yeah, not so bad. Whoa, we're really rocking. This might make somebody motion sick. I can see somebody that gets motion sickness, like at video games, getting really sick playing this game. This, especially if you're on a really big TV or something, or playing a virtual reality. I don't think this supports VR. Subnautica does, though. Oh, man. And one more fish to catch. Storage is full. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and pull those other lines, and then we'll sell them off. So he's still going to be gutting, which is great. We'll just leave him doing his task. And we're gonna stack them. What does this do? Stacked, ready for sale. So we're gonna put this guy on stacking. Oh, 2 people can stack. Look at that. So when he's done gutting, so she and I will finish pulling the catch in, and they can gut to their heart's content. Got some high seas. So we got a really nice haul here. The stack goes into the green. I have no idea if you get paid more if you stack or not. And I wonder if they're frozen if you get paid even more. I don't know. Now, it's taken him a long time to stack, so that's... But that might bring in a lot of money. I don't know. Oh, I forgot I need to put her on there. Durr. So she's going to go back on the hull. E, yes. Here we go. Back in to it. Sorry, I have to concentrate when I'm doing this. I'll screw up if I talk. Can't do 2 things at once. Cool. Storage full. This makes me angry. Stig says we got one more line to pull. There we go. So there's our net. So let's go ahead and this guy's all done. Let's go ahead and put him on here. We'll put her at idle. How are these guys doing? He's getting tired. He's full of energy. Let these guys do the stacking. Oh wait, I don't want to freeze. I don't want to freeze. I don't want to freeze. Let's stack. There we go. There we go. That should make the stacking go faster, and we're going to work our way back into port. Let's see how long it takes them to finish all that. She's also a cook, so we'll get her cooking. Though you don't necessarily have to cook, but this is pretty cool. I like the way this works. We'll get a turn to everybody. She really has no stamina though, man. That's crazy. Nobody beats George though. George is my go-to man. He's the man who can do it when no one else can. I'm just hoping that this stacking really gives us a lot more money. I don't know why you would... I mean, if it only takes 2 nets to fill the boat up, I don't know why you would use... I don't know. I'm confused. Like why you'd free stuff if it makes you... if you get paid more. I'm going to look that up once I get to port here. Once you stack it, it's too late to freeze it, but... Stacked frozen. 1,212 kilograms. Well, we'll see if they tell us there's a different price. Maybe frozen fish is worth more. I don't know. Once again, that's something that I'll have to figure out. Whoa, it's hard to see. I don't know what that light is. It's blaring everything out. Is that my in-cabin light? No, that's the work lights. Well, we need to have those on because the guys are working down there, so... I guess it's nicer at night to have the lights off, though. And we can check our crew and see how everybody's doing. These guys are doing good. How they're holding up. He's getting really tired. So there's a hold up there. We're gonna have to wait for those guys to finish their stacking. Yeah, I wonder if, like, I'll have to see. Once again, it should tell us. In fact, we're gonna put the lady, let's see. I'm gonna put Karen on freezing, and we'll get some more frozen fish just to see what that actually does, if there's a difference. We're gonna wear the whole crew out. And well, before we go into port, I'll make sure they finish their task. So they might have to rest for a couple hours. And I think we're gonna have a freaking huge haul. I think this is gonna be like half a mil, I bet. I'm willing to bet we have a nice big haul here. Our cruising speed has been severely diminished by the amount of fish that we have, as we're going at a whopping 6.8 knots. But actually, now this ship actually travels faster full than it does empty. Does that make sense? Did that make no sense whatsoever? I'm sorry. This ship full travels faster than the Sharkin when it's full. So the Sharkin can only get up to like 5.5 knots. We are getting, you know, 6, almost 7 knots full up. So even though the ship is slower when it's empty, it's actually faster when it's full. So you can see here we're riding a lot lower in the water. So I'll let those guys do their work down there. If I make enough money, I can pay my loan off. That'd be great. I'd love to pay the loan off, but I don't think I'll do that. It's probably going to take us several trips to do that. But so look, once again, I'm a little disappointed in the capacity. We're only at, well, no, I'm not that disappointed, because we have almost 20,000 kilograms of fish. That's not too bad. So we're going to park here in the harbor. I'm going to head over to the other side of the harbor there, where there's not any... I'm not going to get in the way of any No, there's a whale in the harbor over there. See that fin? Sweet. Okay, so we're going to just, slow the cruise down. And I'm going to work my way over here and put the anchor down. And we're just going to hold steady right here. So engines are off. And we are slowly moving forward, but we're going to run out of speed here soon. How's Karen doing? She's still full. I don't know how that's possible, but Rudy's had enough. He's about to pass out. And it'll tell us, hey, Rudy's had enough. And we'll put him into rest, cool down, and hopefully George will be able to finish doing the stacking here. George is, like I said, he's the man. He's a man that can make us some serious money, and he gets 7% of what I make, so he's happy because he's making like 20 or 30,000 krona a week. Thanks for everybody that has commented on the videos, letting me know the different things. That one, this is the Barents Sea is Norway, and it is not in Finland. Secondly, that it is the KR stands for krona or crown, basically, and they're worth. And there goes Rudy. He just passed out. We're gonna pop him in here with a hamburger, and I'm surprised Karen's doing pretty good. So Rudy's passed out and he's ready for a rest. I wonder if having her here though is screwing up the process. Like, if I move her back out, she can rest now. Actually, she's gonna help stack. I think that might change it so that the stacking goes slower because you're waiting for the freezing to get done. But I think we have enough now to see if there's a difference between stacked and frozen. So anyway, I'm going to let these guys finish their work. I will be back. Rudy's going to eat and rest, and I will see you guys in just 1 second. Well, color me whatever color. George is a machine. He's a frickin' machine. George has he's fully stacked all the fish long after Catherine and long after Karen and Rudy gave up. George did. He finished the job and still has strength left, and his stamina went up another level. This guy is a machine. He's a fishing machine. So we are going to pull into harbor here and see what our haul is. Hopefully we got a nice big catch. I'm super impressed with George, though. He just, once again, is awesome. I've left an inquiry on the Steam, what do you call it, the forum, see if I can get an answer back about if you need to, oh my gosh, if you need to freeze them, or if it's not worth freezing. Because if it's not worth freezing, I'll just leave them as is, you know. Anyway, we'll go for the fast dock here. Boop. Oh man, we're gonna make, yeah, I mean close to 400,000 KR, maybe more. Let's see. Yep, 405. So that doubles the amount of money that we brought in from the Sharkin per level, because I was pulling about 200 with the Sharkin. Doesn't seem like it gives us much money difference. We got a port reputation, total fish revenue. It doesn't say anywhere on this on the sales docket here that I got paid more because the fish were frozen or stacked. So I wonder if we could just, it says because of the size of the ship you have to stack them to sell them, so I think we have to still do the stacking. But that's a nice amount of money. So after maybe 4 or 5 trips, I'll be able to pay this fishing vessel off. I should be able to pay the whole thing off before, or the loan off anyway. I should be able to pay the loan off before next month. So as long as we keep having good fishing like we have right now, I should be able to pay the whole thing off and do it before we hit the first payment. So that'll save us some money. These nets are damaged. We're going to repair them, and I'm just going to go down to one of these 165 millimeter. I'm sorry, meter nets, millimeter. It's a really short net. And I'm also going to go to a 120 meter net because I almost feel like just going to a 75. Oops, I'm losing money. Don't ever plus and minus them. It's Because I think that this, I think we're just going to, just to be safe, we'll do this. I hate to over harvest. I'm trying to avoid doing that. So if we look at the map again, we should actually see, I think you'll see that we've actually lost. Yeah, see, that pocket's a lot cooler than it was before because we've definitely fished. We've done some heavy fishing there. So I think our next spot is we're gonna go hit this. So I'm gonna fast travel up there. And that should be it for the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you are enjoying this series. Like I said, it's not going to be a long-term series, I don't think, because at some point you're just going to get burned out and seeing the same thing over and over again. But you know, there's still a lot to do, a lot to explore, 2 more ships to pick up, and it's going to be a while before I do that. So I definitely will continue the series through, but I am enjoying this immensely. I want to thank Micah once again for this game. This is right up my alley. I love stuff like this. So anyway, have a great night, guys, and I will see you next time on my channel. Thumbs up always help. Be sure to subscribe. If you really like what you see and you want to support my channel, just click on my name and anywhere in my videos, comments, that kind of stuff. Go to my main page, and you will see a little support button up there at the top. You'll see the forage harvester picture, and there's a little support button, and you can make a donation there. I've had some really good donations over the last week or two, and so those have really helped my channel out, and I'm going to be also using that money to buy some new recording equipment so my microphone will get better here. And I actually purchased the last piece of hardware that I need, so you should be hearing me in much higher definition shortly. Have a great night, and we will see you next time on the Barents Sea, or the Barents Sea. Not to be confused with the Bering Sea. Have a great night, guys. See you next time.